Good morning, dear viewers. For nearly 2 years, researchers have followed one particularly fascinating specimen. From his natural habitat filled with glowing monitors, questionably timed snacks, and mysterious collections of charging cables, to the great furniture migration, the successful establishment of a shared nesting site, and countless observations of coffee rituals, blanket theft, and one remarkably successful courtship display. Today, researchers begin the most important field study yet. Today, the gamer boyfriend gets married. Well, not just the gamer boy, the narrator too. Researchers acknowledge a slight conflict of professional interest. Scientific objectivity may prove difficult to remain. Observe, the specimen remains at rest. Researchers estimate he has approximately 27 minutes before someone comes to wake him. His formal attire has already been prepared. His shoes are neatly waiting by the door. His tie has been ironed. Researchers may or may not have checked 3 separate times, entirely for quality assurance. Look at you, still asleep, completely unaware that in just a few hours you'll officially become my husband. Well, you are aware. You're just sleeping through it. Typical. Researchers conclude that the husbandus gamerus possesses extraordinary confidence in alarm clocks set by other people. Several hours later, preparations are underway. Researchers have entered the ceremonial plumage phase. Unlike many species, humans require surprisingly complicated decorative rituals before preparing ceremonies. Shoes, buttons, approximately 400 tiny adjustments to clothing that looked perfectly fine the first time. I've fixed this dress at least 7 times. It's still the same dress. I just keep finding things to fuss over. Researchers identify this behavior as nervous nesting, perfectly normal before significant life events. Oh, okay, deep breath. We've got this. Oh, there you are. Wow. Honey, you look so handsome. No, don't smile like that. You're gonna make me cry before the ceremony even starts. Uh, researchers have encountered a unforeseen complication. The specimen appears exceptionally handsome, and this development has severely compromised the lead researcher's professional judgment. Further observation may require additional deep breaths. Hold still. Your eye is just a little crooked. There. Perfect. Researchers have long theorized that the pair bonding significantly improves formal attire, particularly when one member cannot remember how ties work. It's okay. That's what I'm here for. Researchers have now arrived to the ceremonial habitat. The atmosphere has changed. Conversations become quieter. Hearts come considerably louder. Researchers would like to officially note that at least 3 family members have already started crying. Current estimates suggest that that number will increase dramatically within the next 5 minutes. Oh, I promised myself I wouldn't cry first. It looks like I'm losing that bet. The doors are about to open. Researchers have spent years preparing for this observation. Detailed notes, careful analysis, countless hours studying one extraordinary human. And yet, I have seemed to misplace my script. Oh, there you are. You're looking at me like I'm the most beautiful person you've ever seen. Honey, don't do that. I'm already trying very hard not to cry. Every step feels unreal. I can hear the music, everyone around us, and somehow the only person I can see is you. Researchers have reached an extraordinary discovery. Sometimes, after years of observation, you stop realizing the subject you've been looking at home this entire time. Hi. I've been looking forward to this moment for a very long time. It's peaceful out here. I think we both needed 5 minutes away from the dance floor. Researchers have documented that weddings become unexpectedly overwhelming. Not because anything goes wrong, quite opposite. Sometimes too much happiness can be just as overwhelming. Besides, I think your uncle has challenged 3 different people to dance-offs. Researchers have unanimously agreed to observe from a safe distance. There. That's better. You know, I've spent a very long time narrating your life. Our first meeting, the great IKEA migration, late night walks, sitting at the park, coffee, blanket theft, countless scientific observations. I always thought that I was studying some sort of rare gamer boy, learning his habits, documenting his strange little rituals, trying to understand what made him him. Turns out I wasn't really writing field notes. I was collecting memories, one ordinary day at a time. Every laugh, every walk, every morning you made me coffee before I'd even asked. Every tiny habit that somehow became part of home. I thought the documentary was about you. But somewhere along the way, it became about us. Two people building something, one little moment at a time. Researchers have reached their final conclusion. The husbandus gimerus is every bit as fascinating as originally believed. Perhaps even more so. Not because of rare behaviors or remarkable migrations, or an impressive ability to assemble flat black furniture without crying, mostly, but because every single day he chooses the same companion. Again and again and again, me. I've spent years calling myself the researcher. But if I'm being honest, I've stopped objectively observing a very long time ago. Because somewhere between the jokes and the narration and pretending to be a wildlife presenter, I fell absolutely hopelessly in love with my favorite person. Actually, no, that's not true either. I was already hopelessly in love. I guess I didn't start to realize how lucky I was until I started paying attention. Do you know what my favorite discovery has been? It wasn't finding someone who makes me laugh, or someone who makes me feel safe, or someone who remembers how I take my coffee. It was discovering that home was never a place. It was always a person. And somehow, against all available evidence, against every probability and every statistic, that person chose me. Researchers remain completely baffled, but profoundly grateful. Every documentary must eventually reach its conclusion. The fake cameras stop rolling, the notebooks are closed, and the audience returns home. But life continues. new adventures await. New habitats will be built. New traditions will quietly appear without either of us even knowing. And perhaps one day, tiny footsteps will echo through our home. Perhaps a very small future researcher will insist on documenting us. I suppose that would only be fair. Field note, final entry. The once elusive gamer boyfriend has found his forever home, and the narrator has too. Research status complete. Marriage status just beginning. Ready to go home, my husband? Me too.